Alright, hello everybody, what is happening? Welcome back to another video. This is the match preview. The final match preview of the 18-19 season finally has come to an end. I'm so happy it's, finally. The great thing about this season, I have to say, is that we have gotten Zidane back. If we didn't get Zidane back, then I would be a lot more worried going into the next season. But having Zinedine Zidane back is just fantastic for Real Madrid. I think that's what we needed. And I think this season, although it has been really a disaster, it's having Zidane back, has really appeased all of that. And, overall, I'm just very happy for that. But, of course, let's get into the match preview of Real Madrid versus Real Betis, which will be taking at the Bernabeu. So let's start with Zidane's press conference. I'm just going to go through this really quick because obviously there's just some transfer, I guess, questions and stuff like that. But first question was, what message would you like to leave to the fans? He pretty much just said, of course, we want to finish well, hopefully with the win. That's what we'll try to do. It has been a complicated year, but what I have to say is we will return with the desire to work. Obviously, it's just spewing out some generic stuff. I mean, really, who cares if we win if we lose at the end of the day? It's a game, that's going to be, really with nothing to play for ultimately. There was a question about Bale. Will he be getting a goodbye tomorrow? It was weird because Zidane kind of said no, and then he kind of said tomorrow he'll be in the group and you'll subsequently see what happens. So he just kind of hinted at there that Bale's going to leave, and he kind of said no. He kind of answered the question directly, but I don't really think he was thinking. And then he kind of said tomorrow he'll be in the group and you'll see what happens. But kind of odd. Obviously, it seems like Bale's going to leave. Obviously, more telling signs that Bale will leave. He said that Bale will be part of the group tomorrow. So, could be a goodbye from Gareth Bale. I wouldn't be surprised. Keylor Navas, will he be receiving a goodbye? That was another question asked by one of the journalists, and he said, "I don't see it like this. I don't want to think that what will happen next year. As you know, amongst you, there's a lot of talk about players leaving and coming. Keylor leaving, one player going, the other one going." He scoffs, and then tomorrow we have a game and we'll finish. Next year, goalkeeping situation will be entirely clear. So, pretty much, if the goalkeeping situation will be clear, then that means someone will have to be sold. Obviously, Courtois being like 27 years old. I think he's 27 years of age. And then Keylor Navas being 32, 33, something along those lines. It's obvious that Keylor Navas is going to be the one that's going to depart from the club. We had this situation with Iker Casillas a few years ago. Iker Casillas, a great legend of the club, but had a tumultuous time with Jose Mourinho, and he did leave. And it was kind of a sad situation, and we seem to be going through the exact same thing with Keylor Navas, a goalkeeper who has been very reliable. Yes, his first season was not the best, but after that, very, very excellent goalkeeper, and now we're letting him go. It's kind of sad what we're doing to these goalkeepers. And yeah, Thibaut Courtois in goalkeeping position. I'm a little bit scared. I know he's a good goalkeeper. I think he will come good for us. It's a bit analogous to the Keylor Navas situation, where Keylor Navas in his first year didn't do that great for us. He was a little bit nervous and stuff like that. But after that, as he grew in confidence, he was able to do a lot better. And I think Courtois, ultimately, that's what's going to happen. Obviously, now that he's at the club, I'm going to have to back him. Like I said, it is going to take a little bit of extra effort. But at the end of the day, he is with us, and we have to back him. Next question, have you said something to Keylor? He said, no, nothing. Keylor's still under contract. We'll see what happens. But he pretty much said, I will be clear about who will play when the next season starts. It's my decision. And he said, who do you think is in charge of this team? It's as clear as water. I'm the coach. I will do what I want. And if I can't, then I'll quit. That's clear. So it's obvious that he has that what he says pretty much goes at Real Madrid. Obviously, not Florentino Perez anymore, which is really good news because we used to have Florentino Perez in charge of transfers, and that didn't work out really well. He always liked to sign Galacticos, and the Galacticos, yes, they were Galacticos, but ultimately they didn't really do well in a cohesive unit. It was a lot about them. So, yes, we have Ronaldo, who did really good, and he was a Galactico signing, but and we have Benzema, who was a Galactico signing, but for the most part, Galactico signings, they're but contentious. Having Zinedine Zidane in charge of transfers is great news. Jovic, I won't say anything. Isco, I won't tell you. This personal. Mendy pretty much said the same thing. Look, Jovic, I thought Jovic was coming to Real Madrid. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if he's going to sign a 5-year deal. There's just a lot of reports saying this, saying that. Apparently, we're linked to Mohamed Salah. I mean, this is kind of going out of hand here. So, I'm going to be putting out stuff throughout the summer, but only if it's concrete, and I don't want to, spew out some, you know, kind of purported stuff. I'd rather spew out. I'd rather make content that that has, how can I say, that has evidence. I guess you could say. But anyways, let's get back into the game here. As for injuries, Sergio Ramos is still out. Odriozola is still out, and Mariano Diaz is a doubt, which I was surprised about. But anyways, suspensions: Casemiro and Jesus Vallejo are not going to play. He's obviously going to rotate the squad once again. I don't know who's going to play. He might play a few youngsters here and there. But at the end of the day, he is looking to experiment. All I know is that Gareth Bale is going to play. I wouldn't be surprised to see Keylor Navas in goal. Just for them to get their goodbyes, I guess. And that's pretty much it. But obviously, after the game tomorrow, we'll ultimately see what happens with Bale and Navas. If they kind of wave goodbye to the crowd, and we'll see what happens, I guess. But that'll obviously be a telling sign that they'll depart the club. Let's see. Betis. Yeah, Betis. They're in 10th place, 47 points. No danger of being relegated or promoted. In the Europa League spot. So they don't have anything to play for. I'm surprised they haven't done better this season, considering they've gotten a whole bunch of players. It just hasn't really worked out. Basically they're supposed to be contending for a Europa League spot, but at the moment they're 10th place. But they have the likes of Sergio Canales, Inui, Joaquin, Lainez, who they just got in January, Hesse, who former Real Madrid player, Guardado. He's getting older, I have to admit. They have Bartra, Teo, William Carvalho, Paul Lopez. They have a few good players in there, quite a few good players, but they haven't done so well this season. Kind of a bit analogous to Everton in the fact that they have gotten a lot of good players, or a lot of okay players, but some of these players, they are coming, towards the end of their career. They weren't as good as they once were, and ultimately, that's why they haven't performed to maybe their expectations. But anyways, yeah, Betis, they're playing in vain too, so I wouldn't be surprised if Betis win at the Bernabeu. However, I'm still predicting that we're going to win. I think we're going to win 2-1, I have to say. I don't think it's going to be an easy game, but I think at the Bernabeu, this being the last game, some players wanting to make their mark, I think are going to come up with the goods, and ultimately, I think it'll be 2-1 for us. So there it is, the last match preview of the season. And of course, I will be putting out more content throughout the summer. And I have just gotten a new laptop not too long ago. I think about a couple days ago now. It's going to arrive at the end of May. I have to do a few things. I have to maybe put a background, obviously. There are going to be a few changes. But, and then like I said, I will be putting out live streams this summer. I have to give you guys an exact date, and I will give that out next week. But yeah, hopefully many more things to come during this summer, and hopefully get those live streams going. So that's all I have for you guys today. Obviously, thank you guys for watching. As always, a la Madrid. And yeah, hopefully we'll win tomorrow. So that's it. Thank you guys for watching.